Okay. Aquarius. Let's see where we're at. Actually, let me see the date. All right, it's the 19th. So let's go all the way to the 26th, shall we? All right, show me the situation for my beautiful Aquarius. The 19th to the 26th. All right, what is their situation, please, for Aquarius? Eight of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands. Okay. And the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So the initial feeling I got immediately, Aquarius, was that you're moving on with your life, but it's kind of, it's like you're looking at your emotions right now, right? You're like, oh my God, I'm really moving forward in my life. I mean, I can transparently see the transition right before my eyes, right? I can see myself getting unstuck from a situation and I'm feeling overwhelmed and burdened, but damn, it fucking hurts like hell. It hurts like hell, right? So it's showing me with your Eight of Swords that you're definitely getting unstuck from a situation or you're getting out of something, right? But it's a big ass burden for you. But it doesn't stop you from feeling that pain or looking at it like, okay, I'm literally like moving on now with my life and I guess there's no more looking back, but I guess I'm leaving that thing back there. I didn't want to, but here I am doing it. All right, let's see what's coming in. We'll clarify that in a bit. What's coming in from my Aquarius, please? It's not like you're not going forward to some good stuff. I don't know if you're kind of like doing this thing like, okay, I'm just numb right now a little bit. I'm in zombie mode. I'm just trudging along. I'm moving forward. And it's funny because all the rewards that the universe is trying to throw at you or give you, you're not that you're neglecting it. You're just kind of like going through it numb. You're just like, oh, that's nice. But look, where anybody else would die for it. I just think that, you know, you're going through your process the way you process things, right? See, Lovers is here with Ten of Cups, and you always want to see this combination together. This is happily ever after with a lover. All right, this is somebody being the right fit with someone. Maybe it's just too soon. Maybe it's just too close to home, right? So this is like something that you just don't know what to make of it because this lover is a choice. And it wasn't just a season. It was definitely for a reason. And it wasn't just a lesson. It was definitely a blessing. All right, because Lovers is a choice. Again, this could be a business partner too. But the High Priestess in reverse is telling me you're kind of not using your intuition or you're neglecting it or you're ignoring it. Others of you, if this is a literal card, you're talking again to somebody that you weren't talking to before. Like you're re-engaging, right? And then the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, you're just remaining positive. Not positive, focused. That's the right word. You're focused. Like that numb thing I was talking about. You're like, all right, I got control of my life again. I'm moving forward. Regardless of the positive and the negative, outside my door here, I'm still just going to do what I want to do. Like my agenda. So you're still on some goal path and agenda that you're aiming for, and you're on track with that. It's crazy to me how like the rebound is so fast, so quick, and so good. You know, most other zodiac signs would be dying for this, and yours is just like boom. Because I see a fresh new start in something you will love to do, or a fresh new start in love, like instantaneous. Okay. What's the surprise here for Aquarius? Page of Wands in reverse and Strength in cross. And the Star card which is your card, Aquarius card. Remaining optimistic and hopeful. Some of you actually having a little bit of stardom in your life, meaning like an actual star. Like you could be on TV, you could be a musician, an artist, I don't know. You could be showing your artwork in a gallery. Stardom is there. And I don't usually vibe that with that card. That comes far and few in between for me, but now I'm starting to read cards literally. And here it applies only because Page of Wands in reverse and Strength. You're challenged to resist something, some bullshit, some crap, going back to your past. I don't know. You're kind of playing with that and your resilience. So it's in a challenging state. Obviously, we'll see more when I clarify. But the Page of Wands in reverse is like it's going right back to the numb thing. It's like you're not looking. Like hear no evil, see no evil. But it's all good shit. There's no evil. But you're also ignoring the good stuff too. It's like I don't know. I'm not curious. I don't care. I don't know. Life, has just given me like made me so raw and numb on the inside, raw on the outside, but you're still trying to remain optimistic and hopeful, right? And there's also a path that can be created for stardom for some of you, but you're not curious, you're not itching that scratch, you're not wondering, you're not using that strength to persevere. Some of you, you're letting these like sad energies pull you down, but you're not. You're like in this weird in gray influx area. 1 minute you're positive, 1 minute you're like, oh, but you shouldn't. You should just keep going. Let me see what your advice is going to say here. And I know it's because some of you could be facing a divorce situation and then you're torn over it. And everything else in your life is turning out to be light and fluffy and casual, but all the light and fluffy and casual is turning serious on you and you're like, it's like information overload or like transition overload. What's the advice here for Aquarius? Knight of Swords in reverse. Maybe I have half the deck in reverse. No. All right. Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles was in reverse. You're trying not to make a decision. You're trying to not like let it get in your head. You should be asking yourself what your pros and cons are, but you're not. Eventually it will get in your head and you will have to choose and you won't know what to choose because now you went down some crazy ass rabbit hole trying to ignore some shit. Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, this Knight of Swords in reverse, this is like when somebody, rushes in and says something without thinking. Someone who rushes in and says, you know what, I want a divorce. Or you know what, I quit. Or you know what, I love you. If this is going to happen, great. If it doesn't, I'm out. It's one of those kind of energies that are applied in your life somehow, somewhere, but it's in the advice position. So it's kind of telling me you feel like the options are taken away from you. Like you can't weigh your pros and cons. Like you can't make a choice, but you do. You do have options, right? I know that there's blocks, obstacles, and challenges, and that this might create a fight or an argument. I just want you to know, because it's laying in your advice position, that it's not well thought out. So this person is not like you in the sense of being meticulous. This person isn't rational or rationalizing. They could be coming out of fear. They could be coming from a place of too much emotions or feelings or impatience. Who the hell knows? What I'm saying is take this with a grain of salt. Now let's see what the outcome of the week is. If this is you doing it, you want to rein it in. But I don't think it's you. Yeah, there's something where you're just so kind of numb that the thing is, it might be turning into unrequited love for you. Can be vice versa. It can be the other person. They might have unrequited love for you, or you have unrequited love for them. Either or, it doesn't matter. These are the energies of the card because the Four of Cups came in the cross. Now, Eight of Cups came upright. and the Eight of Wands. Those are two eights. So what are the eights? When we have a 7 and a lot of them, that means it's telling me you're pausing, you're reflecting, you're thinking, and you're calculating. When it's an 8, you're taking action from whatever you've calculated. Now, with the Eight of Wands, it's telling me there's action going back and forth between you and somebody else, like you're squaring shit away, right? But the Eight of Cups is telling me in the function of you leaving someone behind because you're not emotionally served, because it seems like it's unrequited love. But however, I see this King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody emotionally mature and available. That's there for you. So some of you could be dealing with your past energy, and this could be your new person, but you're still in this energy of like some sort of crash and burn, but you're trying to remain optimistic and hopeful over whatever this justice could be. Now, justice could be your person coming back to you to vindicate you, validate you. Others of you, it is quite literal that it's court, but it's upright. So it's going to be fair and balanced for all parties. It's a karma correct card. Now, I want to start clarifying these cards and see what's going on here for you guys. Alrighty, 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords in reverse. I love when I use two different decks and then the cards either repeat themselves, they double down, they just align with exactly what I just told you. See, you have the 3 of Swords again, and that was at the bottom of the deck in this position from the other deck that I used. So when I use two different decks, I know the spirit is doubling down my message. You're getting yourself unstuck from something. The jail door is open. You have to walk out. You're not ready. You're not prepared. You're overwhelmed and you're overburdened because you're still nursing some pain. You haven't processed that yet. All right. You're still working on some shit, right? But others of you, you're still also working towards a relationship here with the King of Cups. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. But this person is somebody who's emotionally mature and available. You're still putting effort in it. And I don't know if that's your lover, because I don't know, for a lot of you, this isn't like your past person. This is someone else. But you've come to an end of a chapter here. And it hurts. What is the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, and the High Priestess in reverse, please? Two of Wands. The Devil. Oh, I have two camps of Aquarius here. Man, oh man. Some of you are in this like happy relationship perhaps with a lover. And maybe you liked it like that, at least for a little while, because, you know, if you're getting out of something heavy and serious, you probably need some time alone or some independent time to yourself to process your shit and whatever happened here. But somebody wants to move things along. So you are moving forward. You could perhaps be stuck, obsessed over something or someone. Others of you, you could be repeating a pattern. Some of you could be denying this. And whatever most of all, what you're doing is you are moving forward. You're not looking back. But I think you could be canceling out anything trying to come in too. But don't let this become a toxic thing for you or a toxic cycle, because you will start spiraling downwards. And it's going to take you forever to climb back up on out. All right? Because we get comfortable in a zone. And you don't want that zone to be depressing. Because I see you taking a leap of faith and leaving everything, not having anything lined up because you don't give a shit. I don't know. But you still have love here. So I don't know if this is going to let you go so easily. What is Strength and the Page of Wands in reverse? This is like, I can't be bothered. Six of Cups in your cross, Ten of Cups. It's absolutely amazing to me how your past is challenging you from going into another happy situation. Now, some of you, maybe it's not about a relationship. Some of you, this is colleagues. This is friendship. This is a new circle. But this is your happy place. These are people that you resonate with and they resonate with you. Vice versa. So it's birds of a feather that flock together, this Ten of Cups. Happily ever after means like, you're all sitting in a circle chanting whatever you're chanting and saying kumbaya, singing kumbaya to yourselves. And it's like you all get it. Now, relationship-wise, you could be here very happy with somebody, but you're just not really giving a lot of energy into it because you're challenged by your past. Now, I don't know if your past is affecting you, Aquarius, in the sense that you're afraid that you're going to get hurt again and you start building all these insecurities that the devil is showing me there, or that you're like, you did it, you tried it, you never want to get married ever again or be in a commitment ever again. You're happy to just be a lover. I don't know what it is, but that's like you're taking away an opportunity from something that could be very seriously happily ever after. Because I do see somebody being casual here, light and fluffy, and keeping it to some breadcrumbs. Again, it could be them doing this to you or you are doing it to them. But that is the common theme. That is the common thread here. Now, what is the Knight of Swords in reverse in the advice for Aquarius? Ugh. I'm going to say some things to you you're not going to like. So I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm about to give you some tough love because that's what advice always does. Sometimes it's like when our angels look down at us and they're like, what in the God's name is she doing again? We're sitting there trying to course correct this girl. There she goes into the street, about to get squashed by a car like a bug. That's me telling you your advice right now. See, Knight of Swords is rushing in and saying something like I said earlier, right? So taking this with a grain of salt or, try to curb yourself from doing this. It's been paired with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Remember earlier I was telling you that the sevens are pausing, reflecting. Well, this is on an emotional level where you're going to invest in your future. But here's the thing I was like avoiding saying. And I know every other reader out there in the world makes this sound pretty. I'm not. It's being diluted. It's about being confused. It's about not knowing. Again, it doesn't have to be you, it could be them. But in your advice position, these two cards, both in the reverse, are telling me two things, guys. They're both telling me that you're utterly not sure what to do, so someone blurts something out, but it causes chaos. Hold on a second, guys. All right. The reason why I'm saying that is because then you start going in your head and you start spiraling. Like I said earlier, the Five of Swords is showing me like you're trying to cut your losses. What losses are you trying to cut, Aquarius? Something's been taken from you. It's out of your control. So there needs to be no confusion here. You need to turn this upright, find the right fit, go to the place that you resonate with, and that's your place, right? Because the Five of Swords is talking about making a sacrifice. I don't know if some of you are sitting there telling yourselves like, I can stay in this marriage or this commitment or this job. All right, so there might not be any love, but at least I have a warm bed to sleep at night. Or it could be flipped where you're like, oh my God, my inner peace is so much more valuable than this nutso chaos, like psycho crazy person being with them. I don't know, but like someone here is deluded and then they're saying whatever they're saying. They need to see something clearly. You too, Aquarius, you have to see something exactly for what it is. Exactly for what it is. It's like ripping off, it's basically saying rip off the Band-Aid. So you can make life choices and find your stability, the Queen of Pentacles, because you are nurturing, you are loving, you are kind, you are caring. And the universe wants to put you in a place where you're with a deserving party, a party you deserve and that deserves you. Because clearly over here, I don't know what, you don't need this shit in your life, the devil. That's a fact. Let's see what these eights are. and the Four of Cups. But I love you. Okay, remember that. E-hug. Queen of Swords. Now, hello. This is what I want to see from you guys. This is you. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, where I think you feel safest, where I think and believe you feel good. Because right now you're going into hermit mode. Ugh, you've got no will to fight. You got no will to just like deal with some shit right now. I think you need to retract your energies. You're giving yourself a self-imposed timeout to make wise choices and decisions. Because the hermit's like, look, here are the facts. What you see is what you get, right? Here is like some light that I have here with my lantern. It's dark out. Obviously, I can't see things. So every step I take forward, I can see because I have the lantern right in front of me. But can I see my periphery? No, I cannot. Can I see into my future? No, I cannot. But here's what I do know. By being alone and independent, I will make rational and logical choices and decisions. And when I'm ready, I will use my sword to slice and dice or put it down to communicate with this person. So you're taking these actions back and forth here with somebody as you leave because you're not emotionally served. And all of this is in spite of somebody who has unrequited love. All right, Aquarius, this was such a huge, deep reading. I just think you're doing this for your well-being. So I just also truly feel like you're kind of like telling somebody like, are you deluded? Are you just like not seeing it clearly? It could be you. You could be rushing like, I think you're deluded. I think you're crazy. But if they need to be and they want to be and they got to go off and do their shadow work, Aquarius, there's nothing you could do. I just see good shit coming in for you, but you are kind of like neglecting it, or you're kind of just not, you're just like, yeah, all right, it's there. It's fine. You're not resisting it either. What are we going to talk about for love for Aquarius? Wow, what a very different reading from everybody else. I'm kind of liking it. 2025, the whole collective was going through the same shit. Now it's starting to individualize in 2026. Yeah, this could be the one. Clearly, you're a lover with the Ten of Cups here. Could be. But that window is probably closing quickly. And it's worth waiting for. So I guess this is talking about playing the long game. We'll see more in the glasses. We'll see in the extended. But I want to get a card from the Wisdom House tonight because I love this Oracle card. I want to see if your advice, because I was struggling a bit there, it's going to line up with the oracles. I'm not going to lie. I was like, in my head, I was like, do you really want me to say that? What's going on here for Aquarius, please? Now I gotta fetch the glasses. Come on. All right. Fragments. I love this card because I think it's going to explain a lot to you, and it's going to make you feel like you will understand everything, right? By knowing this information, it holds you in place, like a place card, just like kind of putting in a bookmark in a book until you're ready to read the next chapter. Come back to what I just said. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separated and fragmented, it's only an illusion. Seven of Cups in reverse. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that does bring you clarity. Be here now and know that I, the universe, love you and see you as beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem right now. Also, remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You might be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the bigger picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all will be well. So it ties back to your advice. You feel fragmented, and all of it is just an illusion, right? And it's kind of saying, like, push through the fog. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Please leave all your comments down below, and I will see you over at Extended. Everyone else, next week.